Like a seasoned pro, Hilma Baron navigates the forests back towards Hopetown, with her new ally in tow, Lakendra Darkness Beard, a sizable Tyrannosapien who was unfortunately suffering from asthma. In the previous episode, Hilma was able to alleviate those symptoms, and now she has quite the ally. And that is where we find ourselves at the start of today's episode. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm. Innawood. We are here with our duo, and we've just made it back to home. And it will be interesting to see what the others make of Lake. And I imagine this is probably quite the sight for Lake as well, seeing what Hilma has been able to build so far. And we did talk to Lake a little bit in the last episode. She hasn't been incredibly forthcoming with her time here. She talked a fair bit about her time before the Cataclysm, but not really as to why she is the way she is now. Yeah, we're not going to poke, we're not going to prod, but I mean, Hilma knows that she did come from her world. Maybe a world very like hers. But the fact that we found her out there means that there could be others still. And yeah, well, I've been thinking about that a little bit more lately, as to how we might navigate. And one of the easiest ways to traverse the space might be trying to make use of the waterways. We've discovered a few people. There was actually someone that was up by this cave here in particular that we didn't really get a chance to talk to because the rivers are incredibly dangerous places. It makes sense when you think about it. There's going to be a lot of life that is drawn to rivers. They're watering holes of the sorts. And because they're there, there is a strong chance that there's going to be zombies as well. And that's where the spread can happen. And that's what we've discovered in a lot of places so far. And I mean, that's probably why swamps are also the way they are. They're a source of water, salt water for sure, but, there is regular dirty water there too. So that life-giving water brings dinosaurs, but it also brings people as well. And I think we might stand a better chance of finding others by navigating the waterways. That's maybe a long-term goal. And spoiler alert, that's how things have gone bad in the past for, Innawood style playthroughs. So we want to avoid that if we can. Yeah. I would very much like to get Lake decked out with some kind of equipment. We are going to have to get extra large things for her though. I don't think that she would be able to use just a regular sized helmet. I'm trying to remember if there are extra large versions of helmets. Let's just have a look at head here. Yeah, so there are extra large versions, and that's what we might need to look at doing. Right. Well, I would like to see how long it would take to craft the Greatsword. And also, let's just check in and see how everyone's doing. All right, a season there. Yeah, and also, I didn't really get a chance to talk about this last episode. I do realize that creating plate armor takes a long time. It felt like a season was excessive with the amount of people that we had available, and obviously we can only put one person on at a time for these kind of tasks that we have for followers. The cuirass, I can totally see it. It's the smaller pieces where I'm like, a whole season for, your gauntlets, your arm protection. It just seems like a lot of work. And the thing to keep in mind with that is, I suppose it's maybe taking in rest as well. It's not just like working straight that entire time, or maybe it is. And if that's the case, then that's a little bit extreme. We've got the first part going now, and we're at least a day away before the others come back. But yeah, let's have a look at that Greatsword and see how long that might take. I'm actually trying to remember if that was one that was here or if it was one that was just in our inventory, because that could be the case. Yeah, metal greatsword. That is something that we can do. Okay, this is Guts' sword. A large, crudely forged blade. It's too big to be called a sword. Too massive, too thick, too heavy, and far too rough. This is something that Lake theoretically could wield, and could potentially wield to great effect. It would take 7 hours and 7 minutes for us to craft this thing. It would also be an opportunity for Lake to learn a little bit of fabrication skill. Theoretically, we have everything. Yeah, we just need some sticks or some planks, and we've got that stuff just down from us in the wood pile. But yeah, we've got everything else that's there. I feel like that's a pretty good use of our time. And yeah, just making sure that we actually have a proper weapon for Lake. That's something that we want to do. So let's go get some sticks first of all. We'll just go and shift a few of them up towards the top here. And yeah, I think we'll probably just use the seat. Get nice and settled in there. And let's have a look at Metal Greatsword. 7 hours and 5 minutes here. We are going to use one of the lumps of steel, or actually no, 6 lumps of steel as we start to put this thing together, and we can see that Lake is just watching us as we are working. We will have to stop maybe when we get to around about 50%, just so that we can deal with our bodily needs. We need to eat, we need to drink, we're gonna have some of that smoked meat. Unfortunately, there are some rotten raspberries nearby. There's also some clean water, which I think we must have just had stashed away. We're not warm at the moment, so our thirst will be kind of going at a decent rate. It's those summer months where it's really difficult to work long periods. So let's go back on over here, work on our craft, our greatsword, and we'll get this thing finished. And there we go, Hilma. Excellent. So it kind of looks a little bit like a Zweihander. We are probably gonna have to wield this thing to be able to pass it on over, and my gosh, what a tool it is. Metal Greatsword. Yup. Okay, so Lake, let's see if this is going to work out. Okay, there's something I want you to do. I want you to use this item, Metal Greatsword. Thanks, I'll wield that now. I cannot wait to see you strike something with that. Now, I believe that Lake did have some melee skill. Yeah, melee skill, but no skill with cutting weapons or bash weapons. That will change over time, but just the fact that she's already got some melee skill is good. This could be an incredible tool in her hands. I am intrigued to see whether or not we might be able to get a helmet on her. The only thing I'm thinking is that because she's huge, she might not be able to, although she is wearing things. And they're just regular. So like it's a grass cloak, so I guess that could just fit regardless. The leather foot wraps, they seem to be regular size as well, so we might get lucky. I'm trying to remember if someone else is wearing a helmet right now though. Let's just have a look over here first of all, make sure that we don't actually have anything just kicking around here. We have the cowboy hat. I mean that's a option. Say hello to Cheer. Oh, and this is all harvestable as well. Okay, alright, that's probably worth us doing before we go out on any other adventures. There we go. A bronze helmet. We do have the gambeson hood there as well. I think we'll probably just start with the bronze helmet, so we'll just go to wield that. And then, kind of like before, we'll just say, there's something I would like you to do, or use rather, and see if that will work. My huge mutation prevents me from wearing this bronze helmet. That's fair. That is fair. I kind of half expected that. Okay, so bronze helmet, that is a no-go. All right. I'm trying to think how long it would take us to make another set of chitinous armor. Or to make just, extra large armor. Let's just move down here for a moment, and I will consider what we want to do in regards to that. Okay, so for some extra large chitinous armor, we are just going to need to go and pick up some sinew or some thread. I'm surprised that it's only saying that we have... of course, again, I'm making the mistake of thinking of the colony storage versus like what we've got nearby. We just need to go and grab some sinew. 7 hours, 30 minutes, so we wouldn't be able to get this done today, but honestly, the chitinous armor is great. It's saved our life a number of times so far, so I feel like it would be worth us trying to put this together.
And there is a chance that, we'll be able to actually talk to some of the others before we end up going out again. And if we're going out again, it's more than likely going to be on foot. I don't see us setting off down the river just because it is a very, very dangerous thing for us to do. Okay, so let's go grab some sinew. 10,000 sinew ought to do. Alrighty. Okay, so let's have some more clean water. There is some here. Good. And I think we'll start that process. Extra large chitinous armor. Okay, let's get to work. And as we get to just before 50%, the sun has left us. We are going to need to rest. Well, I suppose we could rest, or alternatively, with the little bit of light that we've got left, we could try to do some harvesting. Looks like it's mostly cattails that are here. You know what? I think we're just going to leave them in the ground for a little bit longer. We don't need them right this second, and yeah, without the extra hands, I think it's just worthwhile Hilma actually having a night to rest, and yeah, we'll find a spot for Lake to be able to lay down. I mean, there's the housing over there. She'll be able to sleep there. The others aren't going to be coming back tonight. Or, if she wants company, she can sleep in here too. Okay, good morning. We are feeling good. And it does look like Lake has just kind of fallen asleep over there. So we're going to have some breakfast to get going, and then we'll check in and see how the others are doing. Otherwise, we're going to be finishing off that armor. Oh, of course, the food has moved. Yeah. All right, time to wake up. Let's go. Well, the others aren't ready to head back just yet, so we're going to have to get this light on, which I imagine is rather impressive. Yeah, we've got working electricity here, and we are going to try and finish off that armor. And just as we're nearing completion here, it looks like the sun has risen. Excellent. We have our chitinous armor. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be a little, hard on the skin, but then again, you got scales, Lake, so maybe that's going to be okay. So, we'll say, we want you to use this item. Okay, thanks, I will wear that now. Okay, that's a good look. That is a good look. Let's go sort armor and just see how things are sitting. We'll put the grass cloak on the outside there. Everything else, it's pretty decent. I would love for her to have better head protection, so a chitinous helmet might also be a good idea. We'll see what it would take to be able to put that together though. An extra large chitinous helmet would only take 3 hours and 20 minutes. I've got to say, that's worth it. It's just sinew and chitin. Let's put this thing into action, and at the same time, I'm kind of tempted to just go all out here. Do the leg guards and everything. We'll start with the helmet though. Very fast. We've got it done. Okay, so let's grab that, and we shall gift it to you. Excellent. Okay. All right, and we'll just go to sort armor. So they are kind of layered over the top of each other at the moment. I do wonder if we can just tell you to take that off. I think if we say U for unequip, that's a little bit better. Do we need you to be wearing the grass cloak, not the glass cloak? It keeps on trying to get me. Yeah, I guess we could ask you to take that off. It is giving a little bit of extra warmth right now, but it's the same warmth as the chitinous armor. Let's just say remove that for now. There we go. That's a little bit better. We have to remember that she's already dealing with having torso encumbrance issues, and that's due to the mutation that she has. Okay, but she's got the grass kind of shoes on though, right? Yeah, rather, leather foot wraps, okay. So, there's a fair bit of protection there. Her arms are still out. Maybe that's okay. Oh, okay, the garage crew are done, and we're only 43 minutes away from the log brewery crew being done as well. So, garage expansion team, welcome back, and say hello to Lake. Yeah,
Arturo, you want something to drink, huh? Well, there is fresh water. You will be able to go and grab that. Let's just go check on the garage and see how that is going. Okay, so it is just kind of more of an expansion to that space. That's probably everything for the garage now, though. Let's go check that. So that is to the south, or... oh, it's to the southeast, right. Okay, that's expanding just the roof. Finishing the roof will let us park RVs and buses in the garage. So it's just more space, really. I don't think we need to expand that. Also, because of the fact that we're not actually seeing any jobs that we can do here, I feel like the garage is just going to be storage for vehicles. So we won't put as much focus into that going forwards. We've got 43 minutes until the others show up, so we're just going to go and wait for half an hour, have a snack, and see where we're at. Okay, 3 minutes. That should be enough now. Okay, there we go. Let's get the others back. This is the most people that we've had. Obviously, we still have Ed, who is out cutting logs, and Pony, who is going to be gone for a fair while now. But yeah, Lake, even with the armor on, will look different. I mean, her arms are out. They can see the the scales that are there, and just her immense size as well. Impressive. Okay, so let's have a look up here. I'm assuming that this is the log brewery area, or at least what it will be. So it's not complete. It is kind of open to the elements. I don't know if that will get sealed up eventually. Let's pop in and see what the next kind of set of jobs will be for that space. Okay, so there's the dining section that can be worked on. Is that what we really want though, or do we want to actually get a stove going? We're still restricted by the frying pan. Okay, that's fine. For the log pantry, we would just need a little bit more in the way of planks. We nearly have everything we need for the brewery. Just the still. I don't know if we can make a still, if we have what it takes to make a still. Let's see. Still, do we know how? Okay, we do. We need sand and a copper pot. Makeshift copper pot we can do, copper tubing. We can make all those things. That's entirely possible for us to do. I'm trying to remember if we have made a still before. I don't think so. I'm just trying to think back to our chemistry set. Okay. Good to know. Maybe for now, we'll just get them working on the dining area. I know that's a bit of a cop-out, really. That's not something that we need before we have like a fireplace, but no, you know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to get this cast iron frying pan sorted. Okay. We've got a cast iron frying pan. Now, we do have a steel frying pan, so effectively we are sacrificing that in this process. There isn't any real reason why it needs to be specifically a cast iron frying pan. This will allow us to progress still. And there we are. We can indeed make our fireplace, and we shall. So this says it's only going to take 5 hours. If we put everyone on this, it's going to be very quick. Let's maybe keep the clay pot on our person for now. And yeah, we're going to get everyone on this other than Blake, who unfortunately doesn't have much in the way of fabrication or survival. Actually, look at that. She's got 1 in fabrication, so she's learning just by hanging around. And no, we won't be sending you. That should take next to no time. Yeah, just an hour. So we are just going to wait 1,800 heartbeats twice, and they should be done with that task. 0 seconds left. That's enough. Okay, welcome back team, welcome back. Let's go and check out the fireplace up there. Excellent. And is that the frying pan? Yeah, it is. Cast iron frying pan, and it's given us just a regular pot, even though originally we did use a clay pot. I think that's fine. And it's two fireplaces. Decent. Very decent. I'm assuming that this area here is going to be the dining area, and that's how it will kind of connect up. So, that's the case. Maybe that is what we wanted to work on next. Let us see. Charcoal kiln.
3 smoking racks and a charcoal kiln. Okay, so that is for the smokers. Nice to know that that can happen. 6 hours and 30 minutes. Honestly, I think we can smash most of this stuff out right now. It wasn't originally my intention for what we were going to do with our time, but it's worth it. And we're going to start off with the long sticks, definitely. And we're going to wait for everyone to get back first. Hello, team. There we go. And we can send everyone but Lake. So we shall. And that is going to take 1 hour and 18 minutes. How are we looking? They're done. Okay, we'll get you all back. Excellent, and we'll just go and check on those. They should be over here, and there they are. Yep, charcoal kiln. We've got the smokers over there as well. We'll see if there is going to be anything else added into here. Otherwise, what we might do is just bring our smokers over here too. Even having them just on the opposite side, because we don't want it to interfere with them, because yet again, there might be things that we can set up for them to work on, although generally when we do that, they don't actually use the physical space, so regardless, I think it's going to be okay. But, okay team, we're all here. What is going to be next? Looks like it's probably going to be the dining area, really. Oh, okay, we have options that we can do now. Trap small game, hunt large animals, we can get them to cook things, bread, meat. Okay, we can get tinder, we can dehydrate fruit. I would definitely like to dehydrate some fruit. So let's say 46, yes. And who do we want to do that? Well, Lake is going to be sticking with us. It looks like Cheryl is going to be the best person for the job. So we'll get Cheryl working on that. And everyone else, I think we are going to get working on this dining section. So maybe having Cheryl around probably would have been a better idea. How long is she going to be working on that? 4 hours? Okay, so we'll get the team on this task. 6 days, 9 hours. Okay, it's going to use quite a few of our resources, quite a few of the planks. That's all good. It's what they're there for. So we'll get everyone on the job here. Their fabrication skills are getting brilliant. Where are we at with that? A day in 7 hours. Excellent. Okay, so that is going to give us time to go out and explore still. We are a little bit on the warm side with Hilma, and as always, we are really over encumbered. And I've kind of been thinking about that lately. Maybe we want to balance ourselves out a little bit more, because we've kind of been running this very heavy build, meaning that we just can't dodge to save our life right now. And when we get into melee, we have a hard time with that as well. So we might want to try and reduce the amount that we are carrying. The thing that I worry about, let's just start by taking off one of the back holsters, just to begin with. And we'll go and drop it down there. The back holster too. How are we looking after that? Yeah, it's still a significant amount. So our torso, we've got the gambeson, the grappling hook that's there as well. The grappling hook, can we take that off? Are we able to just have that be in our backpack? Indeed, it looks like that is an option. So let's do that. That's already looking better. And in terms of the layering, the back holster, the spare strap, yeah, it's a bit of a problem. The thing is, having those makes such a big difference for us. I guess, hey, it has kept us alive so far, hasn't it? Really, Hilma is best with ranged weapons. It's good to have a backup in the form of the quarterstaff, but I would much sooner get rid of the quarterstaff and just have us use a knife versus, sacrifice our firearms. So right now we're at 5720. If we go and drop off the spare strap, how much does that help? It helps a significant amount. Now, if we were to go and put back on that back holster and put the weapon back in there, okay, that's actually surprisingly all right. Huh. Interesting. Maybe we run with that. I mean, the other option is with our legs. If we try and go for a scabbard, I mean, we used to run with a scabbard, right? Maybe we could do that again. Not against the idea of that. Let's go see. And something else that I really want to do for Hilma is give her proper shoes again, because the fetlock furs that we're using at the moment, it's just fur wrapped around her feet. Really not that great, not that protective. Yep, we've got our scabbard. Okay, so the scabbard, let's just be certain that that is going to be something that we are wearing on our waist. Yep. Okay, I like that. It is very bulky. That's fine. It's really not adding that much in the way of encumbrance for us at the moment. It was the Xiphos that we had in there. Yeah, so let's go. Oh, it's actually in the scabbard at the moment. So there we go. We have our weapon. We have our sidearm. I am happy with that. We are currently overburdened, so that is something that I would look at before we properly leave. And I also want to have a look at our chitin options for footwear, if that is even a thing. Because I'm pretty sure it's just leg guards, which is funny because the chitinous armor does already protect the legs. It's just not protecting the feet. Chitinous boots. Okay, so chitinous boots are totally a thing. Did we never make chitinous boots? I guess because it takes 21 hours and 37 minutes, but all we need are buttons, and we actually have buttons kicking about at the moment, so I would really like to make these. The warmth is 10, which I know isn't that much, especially with us kind of coming into winter, but I'm kind of hoping that we are going to be able to find a woolen creature of some kind, like a sheep, for example, that we might be able to harvest its wool from. Because if we can make woolen socks, then we can wear whatever boots we want. Steel buttons. Okay, so we've got 4 of them there. We might need a little bit more than that. We'll take those for now, and we'll just be certain that there aren't any others here. It doesn't look like there are. No. Okay, right, back outside then. Okay, yeah, we can make gauntlets, we can make boots. And we haven't really rocked chitinous gauntlets before. In actual fact, I don't think we have much in the way of hand protection right now. Something that we might want to address, but I think we're just going to kick things off with the chitinous boots here. It is going to be using some of those leather patches that we have, but I'm okay with that, and it's only using 2 of our steel buttons. It's boot time. And obviously we're not going to be able to complete this today. It's going to take a significant amount of work. We're pretty much going to work until it hits dark, and then we'll go and have some rest. Not bad. We got to about 37% there. We are dehydrated by the end of the day. We're just going to have a load of water to try and get a little bit rehydrated before we tuck ourselves back into the cave. Let's play with cheer, and we shall call it a day. Good morning, good morning. Time to wake up, Lake. Let's get a move on. I apologize if you can hear some aggressive purring while I am currently working on our crafts here. There is a cat that is desperately begging for food around about 4 hours before she's meant to get fed. Oh, okay. We just got proficient at cobbling. That's gonna really, really speed things up for us, I think. Yeah, hot damn. We have our boots. So we're gonna go and drop off the fetlock furs wherever they are. There they are. Okay, be gone. And we shall chuck on our chitinous boots. And yeah, it's uncomfortable, super, super uncomfortable. We're gonna go and chuck some socks on. We don't actually have any on right now. And that will make a big difference, but we've got proper chitinous boots. Good. So just having a look at that again, with cobbling, how much faster are we now? Significantly faster. About 2 times as fast. So yeah, making another pair of these, let's say for our friend here, wouldn't take us anywhere near as long. But you know what? I think she's pretty well protected to begin with here, and yeah, you'll be fine, right? We're gonna set up some more construction for the rest of our crew before we look at heading out. Although, 9 hours. Maybe we won't. We'll just get Cheryl back for now. She's back from the kitchen, and she has some nice dehydrated fruit. Thank you, Cheryl. That's much appreciated. We can probably get her doing something else for us, though, while we are away. It'd be great if we could set up plank cutting here, but alas, that is not the case. Oh, she can make even more dehydrated fruit. Of course, we've got like 84 raspberries. Why not? Let's say 41. Go and do some more dehydrating for us. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, are we ready to head out then? Well, we're just gonna have to go through everything that we've got here real quick. Make sure that that is actually everything that we want to be bringing with us, and put some proper socks on. I think we are going to keep our hands ungloved just for now because we need that dexterity for shooting. Right. We might have given socks to the others. I think that's probably what we did. We don't seem to have any kicking around here. That's unfortunate. I think we're probably going to leave the carving knife behind. Just because we have the X-Acto knife for doing our dissections, I don't see us needing to do butchering out in the field. So carving knife, you shall stay here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. We should probably repair our sword, but it's a backup weapon after all. Yeah. How is our dodge looking now? It's non-existent. It's very, very bad. So we are still kind of relying on our armor more than anything else. But hey, we aren't over encumbered right now. And we do have a little bit of time left. I would like to start our exploration, and I'm tempted to see how Lake actually is in a fight. So we'll have a quick chat. We'll talk about combat and engagement rules. Attack enemies that you can kill. Only attack enemies that I attack first. Attack enemies you can reach without moving. I mean, that's also good because she should have a little bit of extra range with that, but I would say attack enemies that get too close. So hopefully that means that she won't go out of her way to attack things. It's more if they're going to be getting close to us. If she's too aggressive, then I'll just change it to only attack things that I attack. Right, so I wouldn't mind trying to scout out the river down this way. And so that means we're going to have to go through this wooded area, which at the moment is unexplored for us. So that's going to be an interesting thing. And we can kind of do that pretty quickly. So if we go with auto travel turned on, we can actually set up a waypoint. So if we say we want to walk to here, we just set that as a walking point and go to travel. And theoretically, Lake will stay nice and close. I didn't set up safe mode beforehand though, so that was a little dangerous of me. Let's turn that on now. Saying that we can't reach our destination, we should be able to. We might just have to walk around like this for a second or two and then try it again. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That's better. The Chihuahua has been spotted. We will not cancel the auto move, but safe mode chucked us out of it anyway. Okay, we got a whole heap of ferns down here. I think we'll probably just get rid of this for now, or rather, I guess we'll try again and continue on past the Chihuahua. It seems like if there is, oh my gosh, if there is something there, then it will chuck us out. Rather, it will warn us. Reason I got excited then is because there's a big C on our mini-map. There's a bloody cave. Yeah, there is. Okay, fantastic. Let's start to move towards that together. I really want to see Lake in combat, so if it comes to a fight, we're ready for that. The Camptosauruses are minding their own business for now. Yeah, this cave is just off the beaten track, or just away from the kind of clearing. Oh, hello, cougar. Are we going to be friendly? It's hard to know with cougars. It isn't aggressive to us. Oh, there's two. Oh, this is your home. Huh. Oh, well, I guess we're going to see, aren't we? Okay, let's, first of all, the scabbard is C. Interesting. Okay, we'll go ahead and draw that. The chitinous boots are rubbing. Yeah. That's... I didn't think it was going to be that noticeable, but yeah, no, it really is. Okay, alright. She hasn't taken a swing just yet, but I imagine she will soon. We faked a strike at the cougar, sliced it for 27 damage. That should be enough to cause it to have second guesses about attacking us. I just want to try and see if we can peek up. Try that again. Damn it. Okay, this is also a cave with no roof. So I don't think that we're going to be able to climb any of those areas there. I do want to have a look in this cave though, if we can, and I will still attempt to climb. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Okay. No
terrain above that would support us. We aren't going to hunt down these cougars. We don't need to kill them. I know that they are protecting their home here, but I really do need to get into the basement of this place, and we'll try and do so as peacefully as we can. As long as they're not hostile towards us, we won't be hostile towards them, although I understand them protecting their own. Just clearing out webs right now. If it is down here, we won't have any other option other than to, well, we might be able to just navigate around it. That's what we're going to try and do, but we're literally putting it into a corner here. Okay, it's gone downstairs. Right. Down the slope we go then. Okay. Alright. Lake is able to stay with us. Let's see what we've got down below. We've got resources. Good. A significant amount of resources. Even better. Resources that we can probably quite easily bring back home. So we're just going to start to collate everything here. It'll take us a moment to get it into one piece. We'll ignore the cougar for now. If it does become a problem, we'll deal with it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, attacked by the cougar. Stop moving items. Yes. Yes, we will stop that. Okay. Oh boy. Well, that's that problem dealt with for now. Okay, it's clawed us again. Failed to penetrate our armor. We're just going to back up here by Lake. I mean, Lake is being very patient with them. She hasn't been damaged at all. There's a fair bit of blood down here. Yeah, let's just see if we can keep on working on this. Oh! Yeah, thank you, Lake. Seems she is pretty good with that sword after all. Okay, now we can sort through what is actually useful among all of this stuff here. The cougar, absolutely useful. There's a lot of coal. It's very good. We even take the rock salt, the iron ore, pretty much all of that. Everything else, though, over there is going to be staying. So that's all the good stuff. We will make sure that we stop hauling. That is going to be coming out with us. And we're not going to be dragging it all the way back right this second. We are going to have it here, and we're going to mark this cave as explored. That one right there. Okay, so I'm going to create a quick note just next to the cave here and just say resources, just so that we know to come back for those. We will leave them, and we'll continue exploring just a little more. Now that we've got this clearing here, I was wanting to try and see if we can make it down to the water, but I'm also kind of excited by this clearing because, well, the clearings bring a lot of possibilities. Craters, other potential caves, places that we can find people. So I think we'll just try and navigate around this one first of all. And there we go. We have a nice big crater, so no doubt there will be many resources down there that we'll be able to take advantage of. How far up do you stretch? You go for quite a ways. Yeah, that's surprising. Oh, and hi, cougar. Okay. Lake managed to dodge then, and it's running away. It's stalking us right now. We'll keep our eye on it. And I guess we do need to keep in mind the cougar that we killed. It will come back to life, so we need to be responsible when it comes to dealing with the things that we take out. Okay, we've kind of reached the end here. Styracosaurus and Eotlocephalus. Mouthfuls, absolutely. And they're just hanging out down there. All right. Yeah, this is the end of the line for this section. So we're gonna just follow along the edge of the forest here so that we can get it all mapped out. And I see yet another crater. This one's actually in the woods a little bit. We can see the trees that have been brought down around it. So a recent crater. Skeletal wolf.
Okay, where are you at? There's also a death rattle serpent. The skeletal wolf is over to the east. Okay, it is hostile, it's faster than us, but right now it can't see us. We'll try and keep it that way if we can. Just staying on the edge of this part of the forest now. Giant ladybug. Yeah, all is well. Another day, another victory. Yeah, he got the right attitude. Looks like we've got some hatchlings down here, and a little bit of a swamp. We are getting closer to the water, but I think it's probably more like down here, so still got a little ways to go. Okay, Grim Howlers. There's a few wolves out here. The Grim Howlers are directly to the south. Oh boy. Okay, we've just seen sight of yet another human. Through the woods, there is a cave, and there is someone there, but there are zombified wolves to the south of us, and they're going further south. That's alright, that works. Now, Lake, you are rather frightening, but then again, so is Hilma. I'm sure this will go completely fine. Let's start to make our way towards the cave, and yep, we can see the marker for the cave now. We are going to use our sheath, our scabbard, and put our sword away. Unfortunately, it's not so easy for Lake to do that. Okay, we are nearing the cave. Are you going to be outside it? Are you going to be in it? There's a whole heap of bats around here. I'm sure that this is their home as well. Oh, there's a zombie. A Patasaurus zombie. Okay, it's down there. It's slower than us. It looks kind of nasty. Right, maybe we go along the eastern side of the cave to begin with then. Okay, and we've got a pit bull mix. A pit? Oh, there's two. Okay. Right, well, as long as they stay away from us, we'll be okay. No way. I think we actually still have some on us. Madeline Barry. I'm short of breath. Oh, okay, I think I might know what's going on here. I'm asthmatic. Okay, I've got you. I've got you. Here, right. Okay, Madeline Barry. Hi, Madeline. Let's have a quick look. So, much more like we have expected in the early days of Innawood, this is someone that is still fresh to this world. Madeline obviously hasn't been here for all that long. She has a police duty belt, she's wearing steel-toed boots, and she also has the striped shirt on of a prisoner. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that we have it. I'm relatively sure that we have it, Madeline. Here. Have a sip of this. It worked for my friend here. There we go. No need for payment, but I would like to talk. Let's have a chat to Madeline here. I think we're going to have to ask her to travel with us before we can actually get any information out of her. So, let's try. Hey there, my dude. Look, I've got somewhere that's safe, secure, away from the river, away from the dead. You should come with us. And, yeah, we helped. We can continue to help. Excellent. So, let's talk and see if we can get some information about Madeline's history. What happened for you in the beginning? Well, I was just sitting around in the pen. Then they took me in the night before for a bullshit technicality. Assholes. I was stuck, tied up to a tree when the guys with the pistols all started yelling about an emergency. Geared up and left me there with just this brain-dead horse for a guard. I was stuck there for 2 goddamn days with no food and only a little water. Then this big-ass spider showed up and started trying to eat the horse. I didn't know what the
fuck to think, but in the fighting they smashed down my tree and I managed to slip away. Holy crap. Okay, so they were a prisoner. Lucky you. How did you get away? Well, it was just chaos out there, man. But I'm used to chaos. You don't live as long as I've lived and not know how to keep away from a fight you can't win. Biggest worry wasn't the zombies and the monsters, honestly. It was that something even worse was coming. What were you, in for in the first place? Bullshit, that's what. Assholes busted me on possession. Wasn't even my fucking stash. I don't do weed, man. That shit's nasty. I was just carrying it for my buddy Johnny. You know, this might be a fucking hellhole now, but if I've seen the last power-tripping asshole pistol, man, it might all be worth it. Okay, right. How did you keep from getting brought back in? Kept out of their line of sight. It's a big part of it. Don't let those godforsaken fucking flying eyeballs get you, you know? I kept my head down until I got past the worst of it. But then one of the titty fucking flying eyeballs saw me and I had to book it. Wound up on the edge of a river, laying low under a hollow of a tree for a few hours and then slipped away in the night and, well, woke up here. Here, of all places. Fucking dinosaurs. Right. Let's see if we can learn a little bit more about you. Okay. Alright. Madeline Barry. Great strength, decent dexterity. Okay. You got bashing, cutting potential, your melee, your piercing weapons, that's all really good. You know, handguns, marksmanship a little bit there as well. One in fabrication, one in survival. You're pretty good at social. All right. Illiterate, can't read, that's okay. There aren't many books here. There's literally only one. There is one book in existence so far. So, yeah, you're doing okay. You're a fast healer, you're a skilled liar, you got a strong back, you're stylish and you're tough, but you're also asthmatic, you've got a meat intolerance, you're a savant, you're slow-footed, and you've got a weak stomach. Okay, all of those things we can work with. What I make sure that we do, is have you not engage the enemy. So not unless your life depends on it. Let's go for now. We have got yet another friend. Madeline Barry. Okay, oh, hot damn. Yeah, you've been in a fight. You do know how to handle yourself. You killed a freaking acidic zombie dog. Well done. Well bloody done. Okay, I hope you don't mind. Well, I was going to say, we should look in your cave. First thing, though, is... Nope, can't climb it. Can't climb it. No roof. No roof. Right, and we could go around the front. We could try and get some resources there, but that's not really what we were here for. We still have a ways to go to get down towards the river, to get down towards the water. I wasn't expecting to find all of this out here. So, for now, this cave will remain unexplored. We have a ways to go before we return home, but all of that shall be covered in the next. For now, I would like to ask you, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned. And finally, I would like to extend a great big thank you to the Legion on Patreon, who continue to make this cataclysmic content possible.